Now I want you to see one example in the book of Acts, practical, down to earth, actual, how it was applied by the disciples of God. And it's from Acts 16. And it's here. And here's what it says, verse 22. The crowd joined in the attack against them. The chief magistrates tore their robes off of them and proceeded to order them to be beaten with rods when they had struck them with many blows. They threw them into prison, commanding the jailer to guard them strongly. And so he, having received that command, he threw them into the inner prison, fastened their feet with stocks. Okay. Now the enemy is going against Paul and Silas. I'm going to limit you, God. I'm going to stop you. I'm going to have you there. You're going to be not there. Literally can't move to spread the gospel. They're in the inner prison and their feet are in chains. They're arrested, beaten, humiliated, wounded, put into the inner prison, dark, dismal, of the arets. You see, the prison cell is just like the tomb. It's a perfect thing of the perfect symbol of earthly life. It prisons, it limits you. What's a prison? It's to limit you. It's to stop them, contain them, four walls of the cell. So you got the prison, you got the limitation place, and then you have Paul and Silas inside. But Paul and Silas are not living according to the world. They're not living according to the arets or their circumstances. Messiah said, you are in the world, you are in the arets, but you are not of the arets. You are in it, but you are of Shemayim. When you're born again, you are a child of Shemayim, heaven. So Messiah said, so they know that. They're in the prison, but they're saying, we're not of this prison. It's midnight, time of ending. What would they be thinking? If they were like many believers, they'd be saying, God, what are you doing? You know, we were doing your will, and this is what happens to us. We're lost. We can't even do your will anymore. We're hopeless, angry, depressed. They could be all that, gloom, but they are not of this. They said, no. We are not accepting this. We're not, and it doesn't matter what happened after that. They're saying, we are not going to be down about this because God's on the throne and we're of God. And we are of Shemayim heaven. Paul's the one who said, we walk by faith, not by sight. See, what is faith? Faith is part of the opening up. There's a limitation, and you say, by faith, you say, no, faith, I see beyond that. I'm seeing through the wall. I have a wall of a problem, but I see through the wall. And I have a situation, but I see this situation is not the final situation. I see beyond it. That's faith. So God, He's opened up. They have faith, so they don't accept that. And so they're there. They refuse to be bound in their spirit. Their body might be bound, but their spirits are not. Their hearts are not bound. See, if you live your life on earth as it is in heaven, what do they do in heaven? In heaven, they have praise and worship services. They're praising and worshiping all the time. So they're, but in prison, you don't really do that. So they're living in the spirit. And so they say, well, we have to live by heaven. And so they begin to praise and worship wherever we are. It says on earth as it is in heaven. So in the prison now as it is in heaven. Now about midnight, Paul and Silas are praying and singing hymns of praise to God. And the prisoners are listening. Imagine, prisoners say, we've never heard joy here. We've never heard singing here. What's going on here? And because they're not, you're in a miserable situation, most people don't praise, but that's what separates the believer. So Paul and Silas know better. They're living unbound, and what happens? They're praising, they're worshiping, they're maybe, who knows, they might be shaking their chains. Prisoners in communist prisons, Christians, used to use the chains to make music to God. Hi, I'm Jonathan Cahn. Thanks for checking out my YouTube channel. I hope you were blessed with the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you're notified every time a new video is posted. Feel free to share your reactions with your comments and how you were blessed. And share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time.